New at 6, we are hearing a response from CCSD tonight about concerns by the ACLU that some CCSD emails may no longer exist from an incident involving students and school police near Durango High.
The ACLU is trying to force the district to provide that officer body camera video along with written information about that incident. Here's Fox 5 Jovial with the response from CCSD.
Yeah, so today's court hearing was all about emails, and tonight the district explained that a certain mode when sending emails does not allow for email deletion, but says it's similar to a self-destruct option when sending emails. So this all goes back to a CCSD officer seen on cell phone video slamming a student to the ground. The ACLU represents 2 students involved and is demanding more information by CCSD on what happened. In court today, a CCSD IT employee talked about how a confidentiality function with emails through Gmail allowed people to have an email expire after a certain amount of time. There would still be a record of that email being sent, but no information in the body of the email. Now, that employee said that function was disabled sometime after the February 9th incident near Durango High. The ACLU is concerned some emails that may be connected to the incident may no longer exist.
Now what we're going to be doing is, as we go through this and we are able to pull the emails and see what's available, see how many of those emails actually did end up getting marked as confidential and were automatically deleted as the person who's testifying today shared.
So once again, CCSD says the confidential mode does not allow for deletion, but we're unclear what self-destruct means. And I've reached out once again to CCSD to clarify. In the meantime, you can read CCSD's full statement later tonight online in this story on our website, and that is fox5vegas.com. Back to you.